And today KingHe has sent me this solar powered street light to assemble, put up, and test out for you. So let's go ahead, we're going to open it up and see what we're going to get. Then we're going to install it on a post over there by the fence, and then we're going to come back tonight and see how well it works and go over some of the specs and details. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so here it is. We're going to open her up and check out this dude here. This has a very nice, very big panel right on top. What are the specs on this panel? 30 watts, 6 volts, 5 amps. Open circuit voltage, VOC, is 7.5 volts. Short circuit current is 5.6 amps. It's a solar monocrystalline panel. Let's see what else we get. We get a post. We have a bracket for going around a post, or we have the bracket for pole mounting this, or you could mount it to a wall just simply by bolting through here with the supplied hardware, or you could mount it just like this by bolting it directly to a wall with the supplied hardware. And if you don't want to bolt it directly to your wall or put holes in your walls, you can put it on a post with this bracket as well. Let's see what else. We have the bracket for the actual solar panel itself, a remote control with 2 AAA batteries, all your hardware, including your concrete anchors, and here is the panel itself. It's got a all metal housing and a whole bunch of LEDs. We'll count them, or actually I'll look on the literature and find out exactly how many there are altogether, and we'll go over that tonight while we're looking at how bright this is. Let's go ahead and get this assembled. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pole, and then this is the solar panel bracket, and it's really nice that this is already pre-assembled for you. A lot of the times you have to put all this together, so the fact that they already have this together for you is a very nice bonus. What we're going to do is we're just going to back these bolts out of the bottom here using the provided Allen wrenches. Let's see, our light is going to be facing this way, so we want our panel facing the sun, which is going to be this way. Now with this bracket, you will be able to swivel your panel to make sure that you're getting the most sunlight possible during the day on your panel itself. So it's nice to have an adjustable bracket for sure. Let's go ahead and tighten this up. All right, so we have the bracket on. Now what we're going to do, have the solar panel charging a little bit, getting this ready for tonight. What we're going to do is, then we're going to take this panel right here and we're going to attach it to the bracket. Screw here and a screw here, and it's just going to go through the holes on each end and then bolt on. All right, just like that, we now have our panel mounted. Now we're going to tighten up these little screws right here to take some of this wiggle out. All right, now that we have this pretty tight, now we need to install the actual panel itself. So I'm going to turn this upside down like this, and then we're going to take a little cable right here. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to do it this way. We're going to take the cable, we're going to feed it through this hole, just like that. And now we're going to connect it. Screw it together. And then we're just going to slide this back in there and just slide this over. Just like so. And then we just have to tighten these back up. And just like that, it's all put together. So all we have to do now is connect that into our pole and then come back tonight and see how it looks. Alrighty, there it is. It's all put up. You can see the panels facing quite nicely towards the sun. We have our bracket installed on the pole. The light is nice and tight. I don't know if you can see it or not, but on the indicator it's showing it's fully charged. So all we need to do tonight is come back, check it out, see how bright it is, and go over some more specs and details. Alright, so here we are. It's quite late. It's after 10 o'clock at night. As you can see, we're in total darkness. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to turn this light on, and then we're going to go over some of the features and some of the functions. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1. And boom. Check out this dude right here. It is lighting up extremely bright, a very bright street light. As you can see, it's lighting up the whole gateway, my little junkyard over here. And I can turn it back off. And I don't know if you caught that or not, but there are RGB lights around the perimeter to let you know what modes and settings when it's coming off and on, which is very, very cool. So let's turn it on. Now, this thing is going to only take 6 to 8 hours to fully charge. It has a 30,000 mAh battery, puts out 1,000 watts, 20,000 lumens. The brightness of the light is a 6K light, so it's a very ultra white bright. If it was, say, like 3500K, it'd be a really yellow light, so it is a bright white. You have 3 different modes. You have dusk till dawn, which it'll come on like this, full bright. As soon as the sun goes down, then in the morning it'll shut off. Then you have an auto mode, and if you put it in auto mode, for the first hour it'll stay on 100%. For the next 2 to 3 hours it'll go down to 80%. Then from 4 to 6 hours will be 60%, and then 6 to 12 will be only a 40% light. And then you have your timer mode, where you can use your remote right here. I don't know if you can see this or not, but you can just choose a time setting, and you can set it for 3 hours, 5 hours, 8 hours, or 10 hours. And this super bright little light has 240 LEDs, and you can mount it from 16 to 26 feet in the air, providing up to 3,767 square foot of light. How cool. Now I'm going to use the mode button on here real quick so you can kind of see what happens. You can see that the lights, I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but the perimeter lights are actually changing colors to let you know what mode you're in. You can also use the remote and dim it down. As you can see, it's coming on down. Bring it back up to bright. You can set it in auto mode. And then you have your auto bright and dim. So multifunctional remote, plenty of auto settings. With a 30,000 mAh battery, you're going to get up to 24 hours of continuous light with only 6 to 8 hours to charge it. This is a nice way to add light to any parking lot, any yard, any barn, without the hassles of having to wire it or run wires and pay for electricity. It all comes from the sun. I hope this video helps, and thanks for watching.